Welcome to page 41 of my graphic novel of comic strips titled Found Earth. This is by far one of the sillier pages I've made. You'll see it towards the end here. I just, every once in a while I remind myself that this is supposed to be fun and silly, and it's not to take it too seriously, although it's something that I've wanted to do for so long that I can't help but take it seriously sometimes, but I have to remind myself not to take it so seriously that I forget to have fun, if that makes sense. So I find quirky music to play in the background of the voiceovers, and I have to remember that it is a comic strip and that it's meant to make people laugh, and that hopefully it does make people laugh. If nothing else, hopefully the voiceover makes people laugh and they enjoy hearing me stumble around for 10 minutes and try to think of what I say and make the week's happenings at least entertaining. So the basement is now clean with from the flood, the Great Flood of 2018. I have a bit of a stuffy nose, so you may hear me sniffle a little bit. I'll try not to do that because it sounds disgusting on the video. Yeah, just remembering to have fun with it, to not take it all too seriously. I know that I get really into some of these drawings, and some of the pencil work looks like Rob Liefeld or Todd McFarlane got a hold of it, but in the end it's still supposed to be something to enjoy, a coloring book or a comic strip, both. I'm hoping that the ability to have it both ways will help as a selling point later. Yeah, the panel that I'm working on now, the page that I'm working on now is like 9 panels long and way too into it, although I did get to work in a Star Wars reference, so that makes it all okay, I think. So I get to do Star Wars with bugs, I guess. So this page is all about them walking. It's my Lord of the Rings page. They're just kind of they're trying to get from one point to another. They've lost their worker, and they're walking through the woods, and it's mysterious and dark and scary, and they don't know what's going to happen. And you get a little bit of interaction between them, but mostly it's about the am I being followed? So that's the big gag line right there. Somebody is following them. That in itself isn't really all that funny, but it is funny to see a caveman dressed as a bush, and all you see is the limbs sticking out and the little eyeballs sticking through the leaves. That was humorous to me, just the way I put it there. So, yeah, with this 9-panel page that I'm working on now, I'm finding it hard to finish it because I have that time there at the beginning. Life happened. Kids had events and things, obligations for the same time that I have to draw, and so wanting to be there for them at this point in my career, artistic career, takes precedence over getting the page done. That's why I have a gap. I have a head start on the video system for just this reason, because I knew that given my schedule and responsibilities and such, that I would not be able to maintain that schedule perfectly at least not until this becomes a full-time job. If it becomes a full-time job, please become a full-time job. But that's why I built in a leeway head start, so that I could occasionally not finish on a Saturday but still maintain the video schedule that you all are expecting. And if I ever get to the point where I catch up, my head start's about 40 pages. If I ever catch up with the videos to where I'm at, which I probably will towards the end of the third volume, I will let you know that I may not hit the next week, but I will try very, very hard not to do that. I'm just trying to stay ahead. I'm trying to make sure that everything gets to where it needs to get on time. I'm new at this, so it's my first one, so we'll see what happens. I can see how I'm restricting myself by holding myself to these videos to keep myself at this table. This would be so much easier if I could just do this wherever, but then you wouldn't have these cool videos. So it's part of the restrictions I set up for myself, and it's fine. It'll happen. It's good. The main goal is to finish the books and get them published. That's the next step, is to try to save enough money to purchase the ISBN numbers and the UPCs and get these things to the point where I can put them out there, and if they can start making a little bit of cash, then I'll keep going. I don't know who I'm kidding. I'm just going to keep going anyway. This is something that I've always wanted to do, and even if I just sell like 5 books, I'll be fine. It's good. I have about 20 stories I want to get out of my head. They've just been floating around. I've written down most of them. So this is just a thing that I have to do. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to do them, whether it's in my spare time or for a full-time job. It would be cool to go to a Comic-Con and have a table and to see people actually buy these things, but that's a ways down the road. That's my I have a dream moment, not to belittle the original. Yeah, I like drawing all of them and telling stories and all that. And if you heard that in the background, that's my daughter forgetting that she's supposed to come in and out the back door. So there's that, and I don't think anything else is really big this week. Basement's clean, studio's cleaned out, it looks kind of barren. I guess I'll just have to fill it with art again. Oh darn. But yeah, life goes on. I want to thank my patrons, Scott Snyder, Joe Landon, for contributing and helping to feed the pig, so that we can get the ISBN numbers and get towards the publishing end of things. I want to thank you all for watching and for being fans, if you are, and please share the video, especially if you have friends that like to listen to people ramble for 10 minutes and like to watch artwork being created right in front of their eyes in time-lapse. So I will see you all, well, I'll talk to you all next week. You'll see me and hear me, and have fun. enjoy.